All right, peace, brothers and sisters. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving honor and praise to the Master Intelligence, which is the Most High Yah himself, and giving double honors to 7130 South Chicago that taught me this truth, and giving double honors to all you brothers and sisters that the Creator has awoken in these last days. With that being said, peace and shalom. All right, brothers and sisters, I want to talk about some news and what's been going on dealing with current events. And one of the things that's been going on is that out there in Jacksonville, Florida, you have a situation where a young brother by the name of Lakeem Woods, he was savagely beaten by the Jacksonville, Florida police officers, and which was supposed to be a routine traffic stop turned into this young man being beaten by the police officers. And one of the reasons why he was beaten is because I was looking at Roland Martin's podcast. They say one of the reasons why he was beaten like this is because when they did the traffic stop, he got out and he started running. So, a lot of times when the police, when you're running from the police, a lot of times, man, they be angry over that. And you can see the anger by looking at his picture. It's because they beat the man eyes shut, see? And you can also see the hatred that some of these individuals may have towards you as a person. See, a lot of times when these police, when they put their uniform on, they already harbor a certain type of disdain or hatred towards you. But what the so-called black man don't understand is that, brothers and sisters, this is not our arrest. And what I mean by that is this is not our home. But you would have certain people, they would make the statement and say, this is our home. We was living here. No, brothers and sisters, that's not true. Now, was it so-called black people that was already here? Of course they was. But the so-called black man that was brought over here in a cargo ship of slaves came from where? Jerusalem, brothers and sisters. But we migrated over 1,000-something years to what they would call the west coast of Africa. See? So the scripture says, Micah 2:10, arise ye, depart, for this is not your rest. Like I just said, this is not your country. See? Why are we standing up to salute the flag? My country, 'tis of thee. See, and all that type of stuff. See, majority of the people that come over to this country, they're immigrants. See, we're not immigrants, brothers and sisters. Our ancestors was forced to come over here. And a lot of these Caucasians and a lot of these other nations, I'm talking about today, but yesterday they knew this. They were the people that they was dehumanizing. They brought people over here that was the natural and the spiritual seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. See? And see what Roland Martin and a lot of these other brothers, which I think that they do a good job in showing the racism and the hypocrisy in this country. But see, a lot of them too, they still following after the system. The system that dehumanized you, that discriminated against you, that told the so-called black man that he was a savage that lived in a jungle of a subhuman level, that he ain't made no contributions to human history. This is the country that we're resting in. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is" what? Polluted. America is polluted, brothers and sisters. The political system is polluted. The religious system is polluted. The social aspect of our being in this country is polluted, brothers and sisters. Because if it's not polluted, then why these things are happening? According to one of the guys that was on the show, I think he was the attorney of Lakeem Woods, he was talking about how that the Supreme Court passed certain laws that when a man take off running, you know, if it's not really nothing that's if it's not nothing basically that is detrimental, you shouldn't be chasing after this person like this. See, they tased the man. Look, they caught him and they tased him. They subdued him, and they still beat that man. But what is the police department saying about this? They saying that the picture that they're showing of Lakeem Woods is basically, it is an altered picture. Right? But the attorney saying it's not altered. This is what they did to him. So it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you." See, we destroyed in this country. See, because look, this is an idol to us. See, we worship America. We think that America is going to take care of all our problems. Because a lot of us in this country, we have been polluted by the system. We think that the judicial system is going to do something for us as a nation of people, and it's not. And it has showed us that throughout what? Throughout the histories, brothers and sisters, because we was brought over here to become what? Slaves in this system. America is the slave system to us, brothers and sisters. See, we didn't immigrate over here. Our ancestors was forcefully brought over here, and we're still suffering this. We're still suffering the same brutality when we was first brought over here in this country. Because see, when the nations, they see us today, why? They look at us as a what? They look at us as 3/5 of a human being, savages. They said the man had his seatbelt on. The passenger, I believe, he didn't have his seatbelt on, but irregardless, does this warrant a beating like this? Let's look at this. This is this is Psalms 10:2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecuted the poor. See, this is what a lot of these police officers, they come to the neighborhood, see, they doing all type of dirt to us. Your politicians, they persecute you. It's because, see, when you vote for them, see, they don't give you what you want. See, they persecute you. See, the educational system in this country is a form of persecution. The religious system in this country is a form of persecution. The attorney for Lakeem Woods said one of the officers, he had already got off for killing another so-called black person for the same thing, a traffic stop. So this shows you the hypocrisy of a lot of these folks that's on the police department. But like I just said before, this is not our rest. So the same person that was working for the police department, I think he was a Hispanic, he killed another man for the same exact thing, traffic stop. But see, this is what we got to stop doing. If he's smart enough, which I believe he is, he's going to get paid for this. It's because you can't beat nobody like this and think you're going to get away with it. And see, I hope that these guys that did that, they be charged, they lose their job, and hopefully they go to jail for this. Because why? They said they gave the man a concussion. When you got a concussion, that means that what? You got a brain injury. So this man suffered some type of trauma to the brain over a traffic ticket. A traffic stop. See, they was mad because he ran. They had to run after him. It says the wicked in his pride doer persecuted the poor, and let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. See, and it says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart desire. See, a lot of these folks, man, in these positions of power, they brag and boast. They don't have no respect for you. See, they don't have no respect for you. They look at you as the scum of the earth. But see, the Creator, this is why the Creator is judging this system, because why? It's polluted. There's no justice in the system. We're sitting up here asking these folks to do something for us, right? And they the same people that's weaponizing the food against us. They the same people that created racism in the country. Right? They the same persons that's polluting the water, the food, the air. And we sitting up here asking these people to do something for us. But why are we doing this? See, let's look at this. Jeremiah 17:4. Jeremiah 17:4, it says, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave. Meaning that what? I'm going to erase the knowledge of self away from you. This is why we still going to court. All these things is because why? We don't know nothing else. We don't know nothing else. We think that America is our country. See? We want to join hand in hand with the heathens. I'm back at Psalms, the 10th chapter, and I'm going to start reading at the 5th verse. It says, his ways are always grievous. It says, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. See? When we go against the system, they're not hearing you. And what is his ways? It's his laws, and they sit up here talking about the Constitution. They don't even follow the Constitution. They don't follow the Constitution. Half of these people that's working in a police force, they don't even know the Constitution. And even if they did know the Constitution wasn't even written for us. See, this is how silly we sound. The Constitution of America had us and the so-called Native Americans classified as 3/5 of a human being. See? No wonder why they beat us down in the streets. It's because they looked at us as what? Savages that live in the jungle of a subhuman level. See, you ain't made no contributions to nothing. You ain't built nothing. See, you a peasant. It says, the 6th verse, he have said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. This is the mindset of the country. This is the arrogancy. When they beat your kids down. And another reason why they beat your kids down is because why? We're conditioning our kids to just go out here and just walk around freely. The police pull you over, you can disrespect the police. See? But just 60 or 70 years ago, if you was caught, if they pulled your behind over, not only would they beat you, they'd hang you on a tree. See? We done forgot about that stuff. It says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. See? Look at these cats sitting up here talking about that the picture is a Photoshop. They didn't do that. But one of the guys that beat Lakeem Woods is on record of shooting another individual for a traffic stop. Do you know that a lot of times that these police, when they pull you out, they're taught in police academy to basically antagonize individuals to do what? To get them a ticket or to go to jail. See? A person that's smoking a cigarette on the train station can result in going to jail for something else. It says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. This is the mindset of the heathens, y'all. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. See, they saw that man in the gas station, pumping gas, count his money, and they mindset, they say, man, this little nigga, this is a drug dealer. Let's see. Let us pull him over because he don't know his rights. You don't have no rights in the country. Let's pull him over and let's see if he got drugs or other things in the car. They searched his car and doing all this type of stuff, and a lot of stuff that they was doing was unlawful. And that's what a lot of these folks do, man. They are lurking in the shadows, seeking on who they can do what? Devour against. So brothers and sisters, I'm not going to be too long on this, but I just want us to understand when we go outside, we have to be vigilant and we have to pay attention to what's going on, because a lot of these folks that's wearing uniforms and things of this, and especially the police department, a lot of them, man, they are under the influence of the adversary, brothers and sisters. And the adversary's job is to do what? To devour the nation of Israel. So with that being said, peace, shalom.